But but like we're back again. This is MC Situation, and this is your boy Ananthan Nair, aka my boy Anachi. Anachi, if you had any questions for me, please. Because I have a lot of questions for you, but मैं बाद में पूछने वाला हूँ. पहले आप पूछ लो, because I'm the guest, not you.
And nobody guessed around here. We all in the same house. You know what I mean?
Cheers, everyone.
But but anyways, bro, like I've seen you doing a lot of emceeing and hosting events and just being integrated into the entire hip hop community as a whole person, right? So मैंने देखा है कि how you are so open to accepting a lot of different art styles and how you interact with people. I think it's very welcoming and it's rare because I think वो जो एक शानो शौकत वाला जो सीन रहता है उसमें बहुत सारे लोग they get that attitude kind of a thing like I'm those shit but
like for me I would say like बहुत सारे मैंने जितने MCs देखे hosts देखे like जो hip hop community के हैं they are all like किसी के पास इतना ज़्यादा attitude नहीं है bro. No one has that attitude, but if you see someone who's doing a hosting of a wedding or whatever, you know that attitude like अरे मैंने इतना शादी host किया, I have been an MC for this, I'm an anchor, कि ऐसा attitude रहता है like they have like 10k 20k 30k followers or whatever they have the followers or whatever. But the thing I would like to say कि like तुम लोग अगर host भी हो ना, if you are the host, like if you're anyone, be a host, be a very famous rapper, be anyone who you are, like even if you are a celebrity, I would say like be down to earth. तुम लोग be down to earth बनो. Like लोगों को फॉलो करो, लोगों को बोलो कि yes I support your music or whatever. Like ऐसा मत बोलो कि हाँ मेरे हाई एंड वाले दोस्त है, हम लोग एक साथ ये करते वो करते, तुम्हारी जरूरत नहीं है. खाली हम लोग के जैसे लोगों को बेइज्जत करने के लिए तुम पार्टीज में ना बुलाओ, परफॉर्म करवाने के लिए फ्री में ऐसा. क्योंकि अभी कैसा है ना, लाइक आई वुड से दिस, लाइक आई वांट टू से दिस ओपनली कि लाइक जितने भी लोग हो, कौन से भी क्लब्स हो, कुछ भी हो, इफ यू आर कॉलिंग द रैपर्स, पे देम, पे द फकिंग आर्टिस्ट, पे द लोकल आर्टिस्ट व्हाट दे आर. लाइक तुम लोग ऐसा बोलते हो कि या वी आर गोना पे like 15-20k or whatever, even if it's there in the mail, you can't pay the artist half of the amount and be like नहीं सर सेल नहीं हुआ. You can't be that. अगर तुमने इतना अगर किया है कि तुमने अगर मेल किया है and that artist is giving his blood, sweat and tears because वो उसका मेहनत है, he's working, he's hustling, that's like a part and parcel of his life, that's how he's earning his dough. Like at least you should give the entire dough to him. चाहे अगर सेल्स भी ना हो, अगर सेल्स भी हुआ रहेगा, you shouldn't be like there, like I would not love to name some of the clubs, but there are a couple of clubs where they are called artists, not rappers, but who are good singers. I met half of the dope singers, I know half of the singers, उन लोग का पेमेंट नहीं हुआ है bro. And this is not I'm telling about recent, this is I'm talking about 4 years 5 years 6 years down the line. अभी तक कोई लोग का 80,000 90,000 तक का कुछ रह गया, and that venue is still running. Like I'm like, how the fuck can you run that entire venue? Like तुम लोग अगर इतना आर्टिस्ट लोग को पैसे नहीं देते हो, because it's their blood sweat and tears bro. उन लोग ने मेहनत किया है, they practice each and every fucking day of their lives, they just practice and they try to make themselves better. उन लोग shows क्यों करते हैं? ताकि उन लोग को फेम भी नहीं चाहिए. वो half of the singers that I know, they don't need fame. They already know उन लोग का मतलब उन लोग का crowd कैसा है. They already know the base of the crowd. They are just doing it because it's their passion. And if there was a line from Divine's rap from 3:59 a.m. like जो passion ना दे पैसे वो passion नहीं सिखाता है. Like that is what it defines us, for people like us, rappers like us. अपन थोड़ी ना फेम के लिए कर रहे रैप, हम लोग को फेम की जरूरत नहीं है ब्रो. हम लोग कर रहे बिकॉज दैट्स अ पैशन एंड दिस इज आवर ब्रेड एंड बटर. मैं इतना ही खाली बोलना चाहूंगा और तो कुछ नहीं. बट शाउट आउट टू एवरीवन आउट देयर, सब लोग जितने भी म्यूजिशियंस है, all genres, I love all of them genres, but my favorite is always going to be dubstep, hip hop and death metal.
I think on this point the fact that like hip hop or as an artist we don't have a union.
Correct.
And
Correct.
having a union can be good or bad. Like अभी तुम लोग ऑटो वालों को देखोगे, no disrespect, but
Not only auto
just
wala,
it helps. Yeah, any union federation helps common people to set prices that doesn't undercut anybody else, which is a good thing. but it also dominates them. It doesn't let them be like do better, advance their whatever the field of economics is, like their income
Correct.
source.
Correct.
अभी मैं अगर 40 मार सकता हूँ तो मैं नहीं मार पाऊंगा because I'm under a union, right? So I think when it comes to music, artists have to be clever.
Yes.
Like अगर तुम एक जगह परफॉर्म करने जा रहे हो and it's fine, you're not gonna get paid for it because let's just say that you have 500 600 followers, bro, it makes a lot of sense not to pay you because you're not someone who's bringing a crowd. ठीक है? Which is, but it is an opportunity for you. The way I see it is कि मुझे कोई बुला रहा है perform करने को, so I'll be like ठीक है, like I'm not gonna get paid for it because I don't really care about like getting paid or not. But if I'm bringing like let's say 90% of the crowd, I am supposed to get paid. I don't give a
Of
fuck.
course.
Like if I am bringing 90% of the crowd in that club, they're making sales हो या ना हो, I'm bringing the crowd.
You're
ठीक है?
bringing the crowd, that's the most important
I
part.
cannot ask everyone कि भाई खरीदोगे क्या? That's not my job. That's your fucking job. If your venue is good, if your food is good, if your drink is good, they're gonna pay for it. I'm supposed to get paid. Period. But अगर even if you're not getting paid, like a lot of events you do it for your friends. A lot of artists have friends who are in event management who are making their own events, who are coming up with their own ideas and creating an experience, creating a space for people to come together, a communal space, right? So I would say that artists have to be clever here. Like artists bitching about, oh dude, I'm not getting paid. Like मैं perform किया, कोई respect नहीं मिला. Bro, it's not about that. ठीक है? If you're going somewhere, see what are your advantages over there. If you're going to an event, think about the producers that you can meet. Think about the artists that you can meet. Network with them.
I would say play with the crowd.
Yeah. And network with them. अगर तुम फ्री में खड़े हो भाई एक आर्टिस्ट के साथ जाके बात करने में तुम्हारा बैंक बैलेंस खत्म नहीं हो जाएगा. And that's a fact. Talk to them, get to know them. You can collaborate with them later on. You can always come up with different projects, right? You can you can collaborate with producers. You can also connect with people. तुम अगर एक जगह परफॉर्म करने जा रहे हो, पर्सपेक्टिव ऐसा होना चाहिए कि if there are 500 people, I'm gonna sing my heart out because this is a song that I put my blood, tears, and everything like into it.
Your soul.
Yeah, my soul into it. So if even one person can connect out of 500, that's a win for me. That's another listener for me. That's another person who's gonna buy my merch. That's another person who's gonna watch my videos. That's another person who's gonna comment. That's another person who's gonna show up at my next gig. So I don't give a
Who's gonna share everything that you're actually doing, because agar that one person connects, that is like kind of like you make a bond. It's kind of like a family connection, I would say. Like अगर एक बंदा भी आके बोलता है ना कि bro I love your content, like keep like uploading more, तो वो बंदा भी है ना अपने बंदे लोगों को बोलेगा कि जाके शेयर करो, तुम लोग को अच्छा लगा जाके शेयर करो. एंड आई एम श्योर ऐसा बहुत लोगों ने किया है.
Exactly. So I gotta say this, dude. Like, I'm not big on compliments. Like, I don't really give a fuck about who likes my music or not. Uh, like, I've always said this that I make music for myself. तुम्हें सुनना है सुनो वरना मत सुनो. It really doesn't put a dent in my life whatsoever. But I've been blessed to have listeners who would wait for my music to come out. They've
Me
been
being one of them.
yeah, they've been patient enough. उन लोग मैसेज करेंगे, उन लोग बीच में डीएम करेंगे कि bro, I really love this track of yours. I'm waiting for the next one. फिर कभी कभी मुझे मैसेज आएगा कि bro, it's been a while. When are you putting your next track out? So these are listeners I know for sure that are not listening for the hype or because I'm trending. I know that they're there and they're supporting me and they love my music or what I do. So that's what matters. Like if you're gonna crib about not getting paid, like if you're not getting paid, it's because you're not bringing people, you're not bringing business. Like it's just like WNBA complaining about their players not getting paid enough. WNBA doesn't sell enough seats, and that's a fact. If you're bringing enough crowd, if you're making enough sales, you will get paid. That's a fact. But तुम किसी को ला नहीं रहे हो and you have this self entitlement कि bro, I deserve this. You don't deserve shit if you aren't making profits for anybody. So if you're looking to earn something, make sure that you have good listeners. Make sure that you're selling out the venue. ऐसा नहीं है कि तुम 1 लाख listeners होंगे तब जाके तुम्हें venue pay करेगा. Venue का capacity 200-300 लोग है. If you're able to bring 300 people into the venue, that's it, bro. They're gonna pay you no matter what. ठीक है?
I would like to add up to this point. I just said about having 1 lakh listeners or whatever. I would say venue or the owners don't give a shit about whatever like followers you have. They just think about the business because वो उन लोग का धंधा है. कितना बार सेल्स हो रहा है, कितना ये हो रहा है, उस पे उन लोग को है. They know that you're a very good artist, you're capable at it, and they know, like, you know how to pull the crowd in. Like, like, ऐसा मैं नहीं बोलूंगा कि कि एक आर्टिस्ट का इतना सारा मिलियन व्यूज है तो इसके गिग में इतने सारे लोग आने ही वाले हैं. ऐसा नहीं है कि everyone is going to be that, like, इतने सारे क्राउड में से, because people have other artists also. Like, सामने सामने अगर कोई दूसरा आर्टिस्ट का भी गिग हो रहा है, वो लोग उसके लिए भी जाएंगे, आपके लिए भी आएंगे, दूसरे गिग के लिए भी आएंगे. बट मेरा तो यही कहना है कि लाइक एक ही आर्टिस्ट के पीछे, लाइक वो लोग ऐसा नहीं बोलेंगे. द वेन्यूज आर लाइक कि हाँ, हम लोग को तुम्हारे इसमें से, लाइक, आई हैव हर्ड दीज कॉन्वर्सेशंस, लाइक आई हैव सीन दोस चैट्स आल्सो, where people are like, venue people are saying like, like, सर आप जितना, मतलब आप क्राउड लेके आए हुए या जितना आपके फॉलोअर्स, हम लोग को फर्क नहीं पड़ता है. द थिंग इज, हम लोग को बार सेल्स चाहिए. Like, be it whatever it is. Though I would like to say, like, whatever it is, like, when you people don't give a shit about your followers or whatever, what they give a shit about is money bhai. That is what happens. And like, there are too many good singers in India right now. Like, man, like, I have heard so many live singers. I'd like to give a shout out to, like, as I gave one to Rani Kohinoor, there's another singer who I love. His name is Saif Ali Khan. Bro, like, listen to his set. He has a very good voice. One of my friends, one of my homeboys, Abhijit Pandey, like, वो जब कैलाश खेर गाता है ना ब्रो, तुझे एक्चुअली लगेगा कैलाश खेर खुद गा रहा है. That's how he can, modulate his voice to that level where, you're like, oh bhai, deep leke gaya. Like, and like, me being from the hip hop community, मैं ऐसा, मेरा भी ऐसा है, like, my bread and butter is what I host karaoke also in some venues. और वो बंदा, हम लोग का एक टीम है वैसा, where, that the main head who is like, Sahindeep करके, big shout out to him. Like, he's the one who's giving us shows, and he's the one who's making sure that, everyone gets paid, everything, like, is done like the way it should be done. Abhijit, Anupam, me, Jyotsana, Prerna, all of these people are like, we all are like, everybody knows us because of Sahindeep. Half of the people know me because I'm a rapper. आधे से ज्यादा लोग को कहानी नहीं मालूम, I am also a beatboxer. Like, I started like, this is the most interesting story I have about myself. Like, 2006, I visited the States with my fam. Okay. And तभी I learned cycling. Bro, you won't even believe, मेरे को cycle करना नहीं आता था दो पहिए पे. I learned it in the States because of my cousins. We used to go in a church. They used to pray. Church के, like, how the roads in the US are. Church के पीछे there's an entire fucking lawn. Like, parking lot है ना, एकदम खाली. There I learned, two-wheel cycling and everything. So, मेरा and मेरे cousin को है ना, एक दिन we were like, हम लोग दोनों को कीड़े आ गए गांड में. We were like, they were staying in Milford, Connecticut at that point of time. So, from Milford, Connecticut to fucking Bronx, that is kind of like a distance, I would say, Bombay to Pune. We cycled. I went to Bronx, and then I came to know about the hip-hop culture. You know how my cousin told it is Bronx? We saw the graffitis. I was like, fuck, bro. Like, ये hip hop culture hai. Like, this is hip hop. Like, you see always people, like, break dancing and, doing breaking, and some people are doing graffiti, some people are popping, some people are doing locking. There was a block party also that day where I visited. I was, 2006? Like, I was in 7th grade. I went into 7th grade and I was a small guy, man. A tiny dick, of course. अपने इधर एक ब्लॉक पार्टी रखने जाएगा तो 10 बजे आते हैं वो लोग ऐसा रोका रोका चला रोका. Like, their block party is on till the entire night. Like, I'm actually imagining, I saw this one documentary about hip hop when Grandmaster Flex started it in New York in a club. Like, at that point of time, of course, he was the most biggest DJ. He was the Grandmaster. Like, that's why he's called as a Grandmaster. Like, he started doing scratches on breakbeats. Like, breakbeats, he used to do scratches, and people were like, oh, let's do this. That's how hip hop was formed. And Africa Bambaataa being the godfather of rap, like, I have love. Like, people don't know the history of hip hop.